Okay, we're gonna go back. I need you to put yourself back in my head, okay?
All right.
Can you also understand why when the president of the United States and all of his affiliates, the heads of the party, the heads of the country, are calling me scum for Christmas, right? Are calling for the death of Congress people, right? Are doing all this crazy shit, you know, making fun of Melissa Hoytman when she gets killed, right? The heads of the parties are doing this, and then when you say that you wouldn't be surprised if the Democrats do it, you point to like kind of no-namer far lefties. Like that's. Can you understand why I'd be super mad about one?
I know what you mean.
Quite frankly, you need to subscribe to Ringold.
Just the whole like Trump loving, like full on, you can do no wrong, bootlicking type MAGAs, where it's like, dude, if he does something stupid, call it out. Don't be like the Trump thing on birthright citizenship. That was dumb. I mean, I could see the point, but like, dude, come on, we can't have that. That whole birthright, that's BS, dude. Like, oh my gosh. The MAGA hat is for more rage bait, though. I agree. I don't like how much power Israel has in our government. Kane, thank you for the wallet, bro. You're amazing. Love you.
Bentley, take the hat off.
I do understand Jesus or God. You're the one who commented that Jesus hates you when Jesus doesn't hate, because Jesus doesn't have hate. He's all love. Like, what?
Bentley, take the hat off. Yeah, StreamYard does attempted murder on
No, I don't
PC
want to take the hat
time.
off, Rennie. Get some more viewers,
for
bro.
What?
Come on, Rennie.
Like,
we know
why?
this.
It's not even good. It's not even. I'm sorry, not Bentley. But like, StreamYards.
Rennie, I do
like,
promise you, I'm not MAGA though. You have to believe me. I promise. No,
I don't believe it. I don't.
It just attracts more people, I guess. You gotta do a rage bait. You know what I mean? Jesus doesn't hate anyone, right? That's what I'm saying. Jesus doesn't hate. So why are you saying Jesus hates? I think you just don't understand what it is. What? Can you please respond to my topic? So, dude, if I don't see your question, please DM it to me. I'll try to see it. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. I promise you. Oh crap, my phone light tweaked out.
I wonder if he'll let me up. He might.
Rage bait is bad? What do you mean rage bait is bad?
Rage bait is bad.
You don't like rage baiting?
Up me real quick. I let him up.
Answer rage bait. Who's I hate MAGA? I don't think you should hate MAGA. I think there's two types of MAGAs. So, I mean, majority of MAGA is just like, dude, like, yes, Supreme Leader Trump, but like some of them are more based. But I mean, I'm sorry, Rainy, I can't let anyone up. I can't show favoritism, dude. Cause like, I'm just doing Q&As. I've already told like 5 people no. I'm so sorry. So sorry, buddy. I still love you though.
We can't.
How does pro-life mean anti-women? What? I know, Reno, but like, dude, come on, bro. I don't want to debate. Dude, you'll cook me in a debate. Reno, I'm saying it says 65 people on the stream right now. Reno would cook me in a debate.
Call me on Discord.
Reno would cook me in a debate.
Hook me up. Hook me up.
Call you on Discord, but I got you.
Okay. Word. Oh, I literally missed the fucking Discord calls. I'm so trash. Hold on. Okay. He's done. What's up, buddy?
Hold on. Yo, what up?
Are you still? You're not still streaming, are you?
No.
Is it okay if I'm still streaming?
That's fine.
Okay, just making sure. Bentley, I need you to stop with the rage bait. All right, it's bad for your soul.
Bro, what do you mean?
It's bad for your soul. Like, okay, this is something that I talked to a bunch of like the liberal debaters around here. You know,
Are you talking about like my religion here?
No, I'm not. Well,
it's bad for my
partially.
soul.
I think it's bad for everybody's soul. Okay.
When I say rage bait, I'm using that term loosely. I do want to let you know. Like when I wear a MAGA hat on stream, it attracts me more viewers. I want to have more viewers to talk to, so I can answer more questions and people can hear what I want to say. That's what I mean. I don't know.
Here's the real question though, because I run into this. I know a bunch of people who do TikTok lives and they do a similar thing, and I think it's stupid every time. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're gonna get better conversations out of that? Do you think you're gonna get better questions out of that, or do you think the MAGA hat like obfuscates the kind of questions that you'll get.
So I think here's the thing. So when let's say I have the MAGA hat on,
Mhm.
okay, it's gonna be half trolls, half real questions. And after my streams, I go and answer my DMs. And most of my DMs are real questions. I have real comments with people. I talk to people. I have good conversations. I think all it really does is attract more viewers. I don't think it's really hurting anyone, if I would say that.
So
I have good conversations. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it's hurting anyone per se. I just don't think it's like conducive to having good conversations. I always find like whenever I do the more rage baity stuff, whenever I do the trolly stuff, whenever my friends do the trolling stuff, it's like 90% of the time super corrosive. Because you're like, instead of actually having like good faith conversations right at the very beginning, you have to get through the stigma of like, yeah, I'm wearing the hat. Yeah, I disavow. Yeah, I think a lot of MAGA people are like cultists. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have voted for him. Yeah, this, yeah, that. But I'm just a Republican who's pro-life, right? Like, I feel like if you were just to put like, I'm pro-life, come ask me questions, you might actually get more push than MAGA. Okay, because most MAGA people don't think beyond anything, and I can almost promise you would get better questions, because you don't have to do like the 15 minutes of explaining what your positions actually are, Because I popped in and I saw that's what you were doing. It's just like, yeah, I'm not MAGA. I think a lot of it's, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's half the lie. I mean, sure, but I'll do that. I'll say that. But I honestly think it goes well because I do have good conversations with people. I have this person, their name's Kid Sassy, and I've had like a couple of good conversations with them. You talked about your rage baity stuff that you do. Well, we do two different types of live. You do debate lives. I do Q&As. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean,
yeah, but ultimately we both rely on like human interaction, right? Like, both of the content that we do benefits from having good conversations where we're not trying to kill each other, right? Like,
but I don't think I'm telling you that I have had good conversations, so. Like,
I'll have some good conversations. I just feel like it's a lot. Well, first of all, I think it's more spiritually satisfying, to not need to wear a hat that you pretty much don't agree with, in order to rage bait. I just feel like that's like a spiritually unsatisfying thing. And on top of that, like even practically, I feel like you'll probably get better faith engagement if you don't do the rage bait stuff.
Mommy, what would you want me to do?
Just put up like
I'm
pro-life. Ask me questions. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I want to be honest with you, dude.
1000. Yeah.
I am like the worst person in the world at technology. I have a I don't even have a like real PC. I have a mini PC, right? Mm-hmm. My boy Matthew gave it to me for like $100, right? So
yeah.
And literally, dude, I suck at using all this technology stuff. Like when I stream from my PC, I don't know how to use it. It took me like 4 months to figure out how to get TikTok Studio on my thing. I don't know how to put things up. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I mean, I might be saying this to your stream right now, but I don't care. I'm literally probably just taking the easy way out, to be honest.
What if I helped you?
I don't know, dude.
I'd do it.
I also do like getting the hate DMs at times. I think it's funny. I find it amusing.
Here's part of the problem though. Is that like I genuinely think I think you're a good kid, right? Like I obviously do. I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I didn't. I wouldn't be like kind of chummy with you in DMs if I didn't think you were a good dude, But like it is typically, I'm trying to think of a way to say this isn't rude because I don't mean it to be rude. Right?
No, I gotta say, bro. Go ahead.
Like that hat is a really bad representation. Okay. It doesn't speak to bad character necessarily, but like, it's probably not the greatest thing in the world to be like wearing that hat and then disavowing everything that the hat stands for whenever people ask you for it.
Well, I would say I'm disavowing everything that the hat stands for. I'm still Republican. Like, you can see how I can tie in. Like, you don't want to make America great again. I think. Well, someone said that today in stream. They were like, "Oh, so you just wear the hat for like what it symbolizes as in just making America great again? Like you just want America to be a good country," which I think could also be like that.
Sure, but so my basic philosophy of language, okay, is that
that's a big word, bro.
Words and symbols only mean what people perceive them to mean. So like. There's a world where like fuck doesn't mean the same thing. If I call you a fuckhead, it's like a super good compliment,
Well, yeah, it's the intention behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason that you use words is to send a message right now, and I don't think
Yeah,
by
right.
wearing that hat and running the lives the way that you do, you're sending you're sending a message that I think is representative of your political view.
I see what you mean. You want it to be like, so I don't have to answer all these questions. Hey, I'm not mad, and explain it to people, basically.
Well, not only that, I just don't want I genuinely I'm not kidding. Okay, I think MAGA is an enemy right now. Okay, like I genuinely
An
want
enemy?
I want there to be nobody who proudly wears that hat. Okay, I genuinely
Enemy?
do. Yes, I do think that. And it's not. I'm not
All right,
saying
bro.
that it's violence or anything, obviously, but I don't want people to perceive strength in numbers by seeing people in that hat, but then not having any conviction behind the hat. You know, like I don't want people to think, oh yeah, I know a bunch of streamers that are MAGA, just because they saw you in a MAGA hat, you know, but didn't get an actual understanding of your views. I think more people need to be willing to break free from those conditionings, because this is not a popular movement. Nobody's happy. Nobody should be happy with what's happening right now. And I think that you're kind of signaling that you are happy, and I don't think that's a good thing to signal, both for the security of. I don't think people should be MAGA. I think it's a really bad thing to be. But on top of that, I don't even think you are. I don't think that really is you. So it's extra
Well, I'm not.
perplexing for you.
I'll say I'm not MAGA myself. So
Sure.
no, I
So
mean,
that's why whenever I scroll by, I always say Bentley, you got to take off the hat, because I know it's not from my perspective, it's very similar to if I were wearing a fucking hammer and sickle hat for my live streams to bait people in,
I don't even. What even is that?
the communist, the
Oh, okay,
communist
I got
stuff.
you. Yeah.
If I was wearing
Oh.
a balaclava with a hammer and sickle on it to bring people in.
Well,
Even
dude,
though
hold
I'm not-
on.
even though I'm just
I
a
think I'm
Democrat.
closer. Okay, I think that's crazy. I think I'm closer to MAGA than you are to communist.
Honestly, I'm not even certain, but
Really? Wow.
it doesn't even seem like you're all that interested in politics more generally.
That is okay. I will be honest with you. It's not my main thing.
It seems like your main thing is just abortion.
Well, no, yeah, I do this. I really just care about abortion all too much. Really.
Well,
Hey,
I wouldn't say
bro,
all too much, because that's obviously I have my disagreements, but if that's what you're passionate about,
yeah.
that's fine. Listen, the MAGA hat's not even doing anything for that. He doesn't even believe in outlawing
Hey, bro, I
abortion.
had about 90 viewers in the stream today at time, at the end of it. So I look. All right.
It's hollow.
I want to talk about my political opinions with a lot of people, and if it means that I have to go on my stream and be like, hey guys, I'm not MAGA, it's for rage bait, then I'm fine with that.
I think that's corrosive, Bentley.
Call it whatever you want, dude, but it hurts.
I think it does. You're rage baiting. You're rage baiting me, Bentley.
I'm rage baiting, so it worked, right? Look at that.
No, that's not good.
No, I'm kidding. Is it really that over a hat? I think it's all right, bro. I don't think it's.
It's not about the hat. Wear a different red hat, buddy. I don't care about the hat. It's that this movement right now is thriving off of doing unpopular things under the guise of it being a mandate by the people. So if I see the super thin mandate, if I see these people taking solace in the fact that they have numbers when they don't, I don't want them to take that solace. I don't want them to get the impression that this is where America wants to be. And you wearing a MAGA hat in isolation, that's probably not going to be the biggest thing in the world. But man, right now, I'm viewing this kind of threat to the country in a super, super serious way. And I think everybody should be, right? So I'm not saying it's one-to-one. I'm not saying this is directly relatable, right? But if I saw you in a live with a fucking pointy white hood on, and you were man, it's just rage bait, I'd be well, okay, it could be rage bait, and you can disavow all of it after they see you, but man, what the fuck?
All right, bro. That's a crazy representation, but would you rather me wear a Nick Fuentes America First hat or a MAGA hat in stream?
MAGA hat.
Mm-hmm. Because I had dude, I know a whole bunch of. I'm not proud of this. I know a whole bunch of Fuentes people. My step cousin. Oh my gosh, he's crazy over the guy.
Yeah, the Clippers are pretty bad.
Oh my! That's the problem with Republicans right now. It's why Dems are going to win in 26 and 28 because we're fighting each other. Republicans are. Well, it's over Epstein and Israel.
You have to think about this as well. Okay, this was all invited. Okay, when you have a populist movement like MAGA who is constantly anti-establishment, those people only go to the furthest extents. Like when you think of like moderate Democrat, moderate Republican, those people are not MAGA. Okay, MAGA is much closer to the Groypers than they are Mitt Romney, right? So like when you have Donald Trump who's running
it
on
depends what issue you're on.
exposing, huh?
It depends what issue you're on. I feel like MAGA's all over the place.
The
Like
general
abortion, they're
philosophy
liberal.
is just populism, right? So like if you
Well, yeah,
have,
I mean, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they're all over the place. With like abortion, they're liberal, and immigration, they're more to the right.
kind of, yes, but like when you have a movement that is built on like exposing the big deep state bureaucratic pedophile ring that runs the government, you have to break it all down, and you know we have to uphold America because all of the people at the top are like putting America down to uphold all of these immigrant groups. It's not that surprising that the people with the same exact ideology, except for instead of the elite, it's the Jews, are fine to move along with that group, you know? In
Yeah,
the same way that the communists, have you ever heard of horseshoe theory?
the horseshoe theory,
Yeah.
like the whole political spectrum theory, where like the end of the horseshoe is like communists, other than the horseshoe is like fascists, so they're close together.
Sure, yeah, that you'll eventually loop around to being so far left
Yeah,
that you
right.
end up
Yeah.
being far right. I think that's kind of what we're seeing right now, is that we're really, really quickly seeing the Republican Party turn crazy far right, and we're attracting a bunch of people that typically aren't super amenable, and that's why there's a lot of MAGA communists. I don't know if you've noticed that uptick.
Who in the world is a MAGA communist?
You ever heard of Jackson Hinkle?
I mean, if you showed me a picture, I'd probably actually know more. But like, if they saw who they looked like, but
It's because it's really easy
I don't know about
to
names.
like, if you're building this worldview of like the whole world is controlled by like this shadowy cabal of elites, it's really easy to sub in just like insert group that's responsible. The left will think it's like the bourgeois or the billionaires. The right will think it's like just like bureaucrats or whatever. The far right will think it's Jews. But all of these people, they don't need to agree on who the threat is. They just need to agree on the general worldview that we need to destroy the system, right? And that's what MAGA wants to do. They want to destroy the system. And it seems like think of a politician that you think most closely aligns with you. Any time period.
Thomas Massey or JFK.
Thomas Massey, JFK. Those two are pretty different. I will say though.
Oh, hold on, no, we're not JFK. I just love JFK. I'm like a D1 JFK blazer.
That's good. I was actually just going to appeal to JFK, because JFK would not be like, JFK are the kind of people that I'm trying to save, right? Like he would not want the destruction of the American system. MAGA wants the destruction of the American system. That's genuinely what they want.
That's why I'm shifting more to a libertarian stance. Of like, that's why I said in your stream today, like, hey, I think that authoritarianism is like lame.
I do appreciate that. I greatly do, right? But can you understand why I'm getting baited so hard?
I know what you mean, dude. I know what you mean.
I'm seeing this group like trying to destroy the country, and you agree with me in my stream, but I go to your stream and I see like, fuck the system.
Oh, I'm a grifter. You know? Oh, okay, I'm a grifter. Okay, there we go.
No,
that's where we're
it's not
at.
a grifter. It's not a grifter. It's not quite a grifter. It's not quite a grifter, but like, can you understand why that makes me a little?
I know what you mean. I got you, bro.
Like I just need some conviction. Okay, I need these people to not feel like they have kinship all over TikTok, because they don't. All right, no, America doesn't want to destroy America. But when people like wear the hat, that's like a tacit endorsement of the person who's actively trying to destroy America. That's bad. It's a bad signal.
All right, bro. I don't know. If I wear my like Auburn War Eagle hat and I'm talking to, two people, we'll see.
Along with this, I will literally help you run your TikTok live. All right, I will literally make you a background, and I'll show you how to put it on. Saying I'm pro-life, ask me questions. I will literally make that for you. I promise. This is how much I care about this.
Or if you just make one and just say I'm just a Republican, dude.
I will do it.
Main issue abortion.
I thought you already ran a live that said I'm a Republican.
I did, but it's my PC streams don't go well. I don't know why. My PC streams don't go well.
I'll make you a background. I'll make you a couple backgrounds. I'll DM them to you. This is how much I did not wear that hat, buddy.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. It seems small.
Not crazy. This is you need this, bro. This is a win for you.
as far as I'm concerned, the more people that I can get to disassociate from this movement that's destroying my country, that's a win for me.
Well, I do want to say this. I do bring you up in a lot of conversations. I'm like, okay, I think you do what holy crap, I keep stuttering. I'm an idiot. No,
Okay.
I do think that you want the best for America. I can respect that. I think we both want the best for America. We just like have a difference of opinion on it, how to get there.
I'll even meet you more in the middle. I think we have more agreements than you think. Our biggest disagreement is just on like your fundamental number one question, but like general philosophy, I think we're very similar. I don't want a ton of government overreach. I really like the foundations that built the country. I have a great admiration for the people that did build the country. I love the First Amendment. I love our due process rights. I love all this bullshit. Like I'm a big rah American guy. I just got the American flag in my background. Like on these things, I think we do agree a lot on. We just disagree on
Well,
abortion.
dude, I don't know. I don't know how far left you or like where to the left you are. Are you like set like more to the center or more like I don't know.
I'm just a Democrat, man. Like Joe
Well, I don't
Biden,
know,
I think was an excellent president.
All right, bro.
That's it. I feel like
Okay, all right.
we're not that far. I promise you, we're not that far. Okay.
I don't think Biden was an excellent president, dude.
That's fine. You don't need to. What you just need to agree that he was better than Trump. That's all I need.
No, first term, I don't know, dude. I just really don't think Biden was mentally well, like genuinely, like dementia.
Sorry. When I say I think Biden was a great president, because there are certain scandal things I like the pardons at the end and like the fact that he tried to rerun. I didn't like that. What I'm talking about like his outlook. You know, like I like the way that he looks at America. I like the way that he talks to Americans. I like the legislation that he passed. Right. Donald Trump,
Sure.
I think has a corrosive view of America. I think he wants to destroy it and build it back. I don't like that.
I don't know. Trump's a little bit weird, bro.
I agree.
I think Trump might be a grifter, but that's what populists are. They're just grifters.
For the most part, I don't know if like I would maybe meet you that he's a grifter, but I also don't know how much is even coming from him. Like genuinely, it may be funny because I just praised Biden, but like, all right, stick with me, okay? The whole point of Project 2025 was that it was a plug and play plan. Okay, they didn't need Donald Trump for Project 2025. It was going to be any Republican that gets fed that plan. Donald Trump was just the one, right? So I don't know how much of it is Donald Trump being a grifter and how much of it is Donald Trump is just being controlled by the JD Vances, the Stephen Millers, et cetera, et cetera.
I look, he messed with JD Vance a little bit, but that's probably because he's just more pro-life. Like that's me, but I don't know.
And we do have some disagreements, but if I made you the backgrounds,
well, abortion.
If I made you the backgrounds, try it out for a month. Try it out for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I will. No, what was I gonna say, dude? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever. I don't know. I don't really do this full time though.
That's fine.
We're not full time. It's just. All right, so I used to do debate lives over the summer. And that's when I would like just grind debate lives. I'd do it like at night. So I would during the summer I would stream from like 12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Joe Bart for an hour. I go to sleep at 4 a.m. every night.
Solid. Yeah.
And then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it's boring. Yeah. So I can't do debate lives anymore. So I do this. I say the same thing over and over again. And I hate it.
Yeah. And I totally get that. Like the debate lives, I get it. Okay. They are definitely grading. There's definitely ups and downs on how bad they could be. Right now they're in a dog shit position. All of my debates have been super bad.
I saw them today. It's all just trolls, dude.
I know. There was the one guy that I had for like 40 minutes, and then he went a little crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay. Also keep in mind, like our whole group talks about you as one of the good ones. I hope you know that. Okay. Like,
well, your group
like Parker,
cringy,
Scratch,
Hex,
Cringy, Hex, yeah, like all
they're cool.
Like, we constantly refer to you as like one of the good ones, okay? So I just need you to fully strip from it, okay? In order to be a
I do have a lot of conservative content creators are like, why are you always like talking to Rennie and like Cringy? I'm like, dude, it's like they're cool people. I just have disagreements with them.
Yeah, and that's how I view you, because I think first of all, I think you're incredibly good faith. Like, I think you do engage in a way, like, I think everything you say you believe. And I really do appreciate that, because that's not the state of a lot of online debate stuff. Yeah, it's just a matter of like, I have that view of you, and then I see the rage bait. I'm like, man, why? You know,
It's also funny though. I will say it is pretty funny when you have people go in there. Oh my gosh, I rage baited this one person in my DMs. I just kept on saying like cap to everything.
that's fine. That's fine. I think that's funny. Okay, but
That's hilarious.
You can do that. So the difference between that, because I do that too. Okay, the difference between that and what I think you're doing here with the hat is that nobody's going to get the wrong impression of you as a person from you just repeating cap. I don't think like nobody's going to get any impression of you almost at all from that. They're just going to get
Right.
pissed
Yeah,
off.
you don't want
cool.
people to think I'm MAGA when I'm not MAGA.
Correct. Yes, I think people do get the
yeah.
wrong impression from you if they see you with the MAGA hat. Also, because like I think you're genuinely compelling to listen to as well. Like I think that's also part of it. I think more people would be open to listening to you without that hat as well. Like not just listening as in like stopping by and watching, but like actually listening. You know?
Yeah.
Like I tell this to Cringy and all them a lot, where like they'll put up rage bait topics, or they'll tell me to put up rage bait topics. Like the one dude, or I said the one dude, it's Cringy. Cringy told me to put up the prompt about fucking Zoran Mamdani to get Matt Nuclear in. And I'm like, why?
Oh my gosh.
What's the point? It's just gonna be a waste of
thing
time.
with Matt is just Matt, the whole thing with Matt's just BS. I can't lie.
I agree, it's super silly. But like I'm not gonna stoop down to some level to say a bunch of shit that I don't believe or like bait him into a conversation because I know it's gonna be dog shit anyway. You know, like I want people to come and talk to me, you know, not like what I'm trying to project in order to get a bunch of viewers, right?
Do you even like Zoran Mamdani? Because you're a capitalist, you said. So I mean, I don't know.
It's definitely not my ideal. He won me over a little bit on his campaign, but I basically fundamentally stand against a lot of his values. But because he's also like he's like a far left populist socialist. I really don't like that. But at the same time, my ultimate view is that like he's also the New York mayor. He's not really gonna do a whole lot, and his competition was Sex Pest and Curtis Sliwa. So,
I love Sliwa so much, dude. He's so funny.
Cute.
Oh my gosh.
I agree, he was cute, but like, I in like an election like the New York mayoral one, I almost exclusively just value like personality. I think Mamdani has the best personality.
It's like kind of like what my grandma said. Like my grandma, I was talking because my grandma like loves politics, but she's low key like MAGA on X all day. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? Yeah. So we were talking about it when the election was going on, like a couple of days before it, and I was like, well, if you were in New York, we live in Alabama, so it's not gonna affect any of us. It's like, if you live in New York, who would you vote for? And she was like, well, I wouldn't vote for Siwa because there's absolutely no chance I would have to vote for Cuomo. It's like, really?
Really? She would have gone for Cuomo.
Okay. Yeah, and she's like diehard Republican. She's been voting Republican since like the 80s, literally Reagan. Huh. So I was like,
wondering
holy crap.
where these mythical 20% of the electorate Cuomo had came from. I've never found anybody that actually would have wanted Cuomo.
It was half of the Republican split. So the smart Republicans were like, okay, I don't want Democratic socialists in my town, so they voted for Cuomo.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's the kind of point behind that.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw Cuomo, and I just saw like this is a good rhetorician. So we're basically just gonna get good PR out of him. And whereas Cuomo would be terrible PR, especially since a lot of Democrats run on the idea that Donald Trump is a sex pest, and you know we can't support a sex pest, and then they elect somebody like Cuomo. Like, why would you do that? That's like,
yeah, right.
PR nightmare. And I'm not going to support Sliwa because, all due respect, I think he's hilarious, but he is a joke, and that's about it. So like, you know, Mamdani is like the level of talker almost as Obama. Like, did you actually watch the meeting that he had with Trump in the White House?
I did. I watched a little bit of it.
Trump was like such a fucking, like he was on his knees for Mamdani.
Well, this is what I heard. Take it with a grain of salt. I did hear this. I heard this, that Trump was doing it because, you know, everything Trump says, some people will be like, okay, I hate that. Worst thing in the world. someone said he was doing that so people maybe would start hating him and dying. I don't want to sound like some crazy person, but that's what they were saying. But I don't know.
My guess is genuinely, and it kind of goes back to the horseshoe theory thing, where two populists are going to have more in common, even if they're on the far left and the far right, than
right, yeah,
like a normal center right Republican and a normal center left Democrat. So like the two populists who are pretty far on either end, it's not surprising that they both rallied around like the anti-establishment bullshit.
Yeah.
But at least with Mamdani, one, I feel like it's much more transparent, genuinely. Like I feel like his aims are much more thoroughly thought out and coherent. And two, he's genuinely a more unifying figure. Like,
it's easy to unify people with communism or socialism. I wouldn't say communism.
Not only that, like even outside of like even isolated from policy, he's just really good at talking to both sides.
Oh yeah, well Trump doesn't want. Trump's just like attack. If you don't like me, I'm gonna attack you.
I'm very.
That's the whole thing with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I was on a MAGA live today, so I've been going on MAGA lives and being like, yeah, I don't think Trump is pro-life and he's less pro-choice. And whenever we go into conversations, I'm like, guys, Trump is not going to unite the country. You want someone to unite the country? Yeah, don't vote Trump in. I mean, if you want to vote for someone and you're a Republican, you want some conservative stuff, okay, vote for Trump over Harris, but don't vote for him to unite the country.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the main things I always bring up. Like I bring up the constitutional violations, the pardons for the J6ers, and the fact that he's constantly inflaming the rhetoric that, you know, when Joe Biden was coming out and saying like, oh yeah, you know, not as coherent as this, but he would say, you know, oh yeah, I'm not the Democrats' president, I'm America's president, stuff like that. And then Donald Trump comes out and he's like, yeah, these Democrats that said that not to follow illegal orders, that's seditious behavior punishable by death. You know, like,
oh my gosh, dude.
Did you read his Christmas message?
What on True Social, probably?
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. Hold on.
I read the one on Rob Reiner.
That one was crazy too.
I just messed with Rob Reiner from The Wolf of Wall Street, though. So,
if I'm being honest, I'm not a huge movie guy, but I mean, I know.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I know of his work.
The Wolf of Wall Street's such a good movie.
Like, is this it? Yeah. Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, nope. It's part 2. Oh, part 1. There it is. Merry Christmas to all, including the radical left scum that is doing everything possible to destroy our country. Bro.
I think Trump reminds me of a little bit of a less radical Nick Fuentes.
That's crazy. Like, I need you to put yourself in my shoes, okay? Because it's also really easy as like somebody who's generally on the right, center right, to view that and be like, oh yeah, that's kind of bad. You know, like I don't think that that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But okay, think about it when somebody who is on the right or on the left, not even that far on the left, just somebody on the left, somebody who is, I think, fairly agreeable if you actually listen to, you know, what I say. Call it glaze if you want to.
Call it glaze if you want to.
When I, as somebody who is genuinely on the left, like look at the president who can't even say Merry Christmas bipartisanly. Like that pisses me off so hard. And then,
really, like that mad over? I mean,
yes.
I don't know. I don't see honestly, if Biden was president, or not even Biden, if some like Democrat went out, let's say like Gavin Newsom did it, because he'd be, if any one of the Democrats would be to do that, probably be Newsom. I'd be okay.
I don't think a Democrat would do this though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd just be like, okay, it's whatever. But that's how I feel with the.
I feel like that's easy to say, but like, well, I mean, yeah, this is the leader
that's
of the country.
How I feel with. That's true, but that's how I feel with when they call Trump like literally just Adolf Hitler. It's like I feel like you're taking away the historic meaning from Hitler, where it's like, okay, the dude was killing 6 million Jews.
I mean, you could say that,
right? I didn't vote for Adolf Hitler.
Imagine them calling you Hitler though. Like,
why they do call me Hitler? Because I'm like, yeah.
I don't like the. Imagine if
Oh my
Gavin
gosh,
Newsom came
everybody
out
does that,
and
dude.
said, "No." Imagine if Gavin Newsom came out and said the Republican Party is Nazis. Are Nazis
I genuinely
as
think
the
I
president, or
wouldn't.
Joe Biden because he was just the
I
president?
don't think that's far fetched. I would if they did that, I would not be surprised.
Really?
It's so serious, honest to God.
I just can't like. The reason that that feels so unbelievable to me is that I can like literally recite to you, and I'm a debater, so I may be a bad example, but I can almost promise you that like most of the left people that you can talk to can recite to you Donald Trump saying this, 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 right? And I'm not gonna like put you
What?
on the spot. I'm just gonna usually I ask the question, but I'm not gonna ask the question. I'm just gonna say it. There are no comparable things to what Donald Trump says on the left. There's Maxine Waters, who's like a representative who nobody fucking likes. There's Jasmine Crockett, who doesn't say, like, even what she says is not as bad as what Donald Trump says. And even she is
Jasmine
like,
Crockett's such a loser. Oh my gosh.
she is not in the Democratic majority. When you think about the Democratic Party, like the leaders of the Democratic Party, you think of
I think
AOC,
AOC. I think
Newsom.
AOC, Mandani, Bernie Sanders. That's the new Democratic Party to me.
Take Bernie Sanders out. He's too old. But you can say Mondani,
Well, dude-
AOC. You can even throw in Buttigieg. You can throw in Newsom. Like those kind of people. You will never find any quote from those people that are the leaders of the Democratic Party that say stuff like that. But I could show you.
I wouldn't be
pages-
surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
I can promise you
from
right
what
now, you won't find anything
And maybe
comparable.
listen, hold on. Well, I think it's maybe from what I see from the people on the left, the voters, the uneducated liberals who go out there and do that.
I agree. And there's a really big perception, and there's, you know, the loud minority, you know, but like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna go back. I need you to put yourself back in my head, okay?
All right.
Can you also understand why, when the president of the United States and all of his affiliates, the heads of the party, the heads of the country, are calling me scum for Christmas, right? Are calling for the death of Congress people, right? Are doing all this crazy shit, you know, making fun of Melissa Hoytman when she gets killed, right? The heads of the parties are doing this, and then when you say that you wouldn't be surprised if the Democrats do it, you point to like kind of no-namer far lefties. Like that's. Can you understand why I'd be super mad about one?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And I don't know, dude. It's gone crazy.
I agree.
I still wouldn't change my vote though. I stand on that. I still wouldn't change my vote. But I did say this the other day. I asked this to some of my political friends. I was like, hey, I think I typed this in Parker's live, your friend Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I think I would let Democrats run the government for 10 to 20 years if abortion would just be legal federally.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that you would do that if you're a one-issue voter, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's all my, I don't know. I don't know if it's the way I grew up. Because I come from a very pro-life family. I don't know if it's the way like where I'm from, you know, what I experienced, but dude, I don't know. I care about it so much. And like, I know you don't share the same opinion on it, but I just find it to be so awful. Like the way you find it to be awful that Trump's doing all this stuff, like to that crazy. I don't know. I find it so unjust. Like, I see videos of abortion and stuff like that. I hate it, dude. I can't stand it.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to fight against your. Yeah, go ahead. Like I'm slowly.
I do have to go here in a few minutes, but
Dying. Okay.
I mean, like I'm saying, yeah, it's so horrible, dude.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk. I really do.
Yeah. No, I'm here anytime, bro.
I'm sure we'll talk more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think the most frustrating thing is that most of the stuff that like the left gets held accountable for is something that the left can't even do anything about, right? Like the perception that people get from the far left voters is not anything that Democratic leadership can do about. You know, the perception of what they want to do is not anything that they're even getting from Democratic leadership. That's not anything that, like, all of the criticisms I constantly hear about the Democrats are something that is outside of the reach of change, because it's either not mapping onto reality at all, or it's a problem so minute that there's nothing that you can even do about it. It's just necessarily going to exist, right? Whereas the problems on the Republican side, I feel like are super easily fixable. I feel like it should be really easy for the Republicans to just band together and say, hey, you as the president shouldn't be calling for the death of Congress people, you know?
Well, yeah, it goes back to the whole Trump and the cult-like supporters who have that much power to where it's like, okay, don't vote for this guy if you live in this county.
I agree. But like, I think there's initiative that can be taken there, right? Like, I don't feel like that's a lot to ask. Where, like, I think it's a lot easier to ask, hey, can the head of the country not call me scum for Christmas? Yeah. Whereas they're asking me to
Thomas Massey type stuff.
Yes. If the whole
And that's what I've been
Party,
shifting towards.
I would have disagreements with
Thomas
Massey. I would have disagreements with Massey. But if the whole Republican Party could ally around Thomas Massey, I don't even know if I'd do debates anymore. I'm being 1,000% serious.
Really?
I'm being 1,000% serious because I wouldn't care all that much.
You do debates. Wait, so you do debates to genuinely like want to help out the whole thing?
One, because I feel like this is the least I can do.
That's great. That's wonderful. I respect that.
And two, because like I know that people, I know I'll find people like you who I feel like are open-minded, and I know that whatever people on the left watch me can get a little bit more knowledgeable, right? So like I pride myself on doing a lot of research and being able to articulate myself well. So if somebody watches me and gets information out of that, which I know happens, then that's like helpful, you know, because right now I feel like we're seeing like the death of truth in a way, where like nobody is exposed to anything from the other side, and we keep going along with these incorrect framings of democratic ideals for no goddamn reason, right? So that's part of it as well.
Yeah, I know the no though, right? But
I love you, buddy.
Reach out. You wanna? Yeah, I love you. All right, see you. Have a good night.
I do love Bentley.